oaks. You can stand beneath a grand oak and know that your more distant ancestors did so too. Oaks hold on to the memories of earlier generations. By touching the skin of the oak, it is possible to feel some tentative trace of those that have gone before. Human beings and oaks have lived beside one another as neighbors since the earliest times, and we continue to do so. We no longer need the bodies of oak trees to build our homes or to fuel our fires, and we no longer need acorns to sustain us through hard years and meager harvests. Yet on some level we still lean on oak trees in ways we do not fully understand. We need them. Part 1. Seeing the Oak. The honeywood oak lives on the Marks Hall estate in North Essex. The tree stands in its own circular enclosure, a low wooden railing that separates the ancient oak from the pine trees surrounding it. The oak has lived here for over 8 centuries. Its trunk is knurled and ribbed and close to 30 feet around. The spread of its green leaf canopy stretches 100 feet into the spring sky. The tree was a mere sapling when the Magna Carta was signed, when King John reigned over England. As a 400-year-old, its canopy sheltered soldiers during the English Civil War. The owner of the Marks Hall estate was then Sir Thomas Honeywood, a parliamentarian leader who served in the siege of the local town of Colchester in 1648, and after whom, in more recent years, this grand old oak has been named. Once there were many oaks, hundreds of ancient trees huddled across these lands. Now there is one. It is a single, lone figure born on this very foot of soil 800 years ago, and rose from an acorn to a great tree in the blink of time's eye. I came one day to see this oak, born so long ago, so far beyond the memory of any living human being. I sat in its presence and knew that here was peace. Beside the coach house where I parked my car each visit, there is a simple wooden gate that opens onto the heart of the estate. In the moment of stepping through that doorway, something truly magical occurred. Some form of transformation that allowed me to cast aside all the cares that had gathered upon my shoulders. Once beyond the gate, I ventured into another world. The gate leads directly into an orchard, through which I would walk down into the gentle valley of the stream that weaves through the estate. A path winds to a stone bridge beside a lake. Beyond is the honeywood oak. The ritual of that short walk was something like stepping back into paradise. Through the gate, into the orchard, down to the lake, over the bridge, up to the ancient oak. The journey took only a few moments, but in that short time, I was relieved of all burdens. 21st of June. I am greeted by Jonathan Jukes. He is a calm, modest man. His job title is Curator of Trees. We walk down from the coach house and across the stone bridge. I look over to the oak as Jonathan starts to tell me the tale of the 300 other ancient oaks that also used to live on these lands, and once formed part of an extensive deer park. In the 1950s, almost the entire population of those oaks was felled for the value of their timber. 4 younger trees of 300 years or so that grew on the garden edge of the gamekeeper's cottage were spared. They live on. The burnt remnant of another aged oak tree, known as the Screaming Oak, stands crippled and disfigured, yet it has